Why do some men chase women their whole lives, while others simply sit back and watch women chase them? Why do some men struggle for attention, while others seem to attract it without even trying? The truth is, it's not luck, it's strategy. And today, we're diving into Machiavellian ways to make her chase you. Before we start, I want you to drop this in the comments. Do you think women are more attracted to men who give them everything up front, or men who make them work for it? Welcome to Kingcode, where we decode power, strategy, and influence. If you're serious about mastering attraction, then listen closely, because once you understand these principles, you'll never look at relationships the same way again. Let me tell you a story. There was once a man in Florence who was known not for his looks, not for his wealth, but for the way women gravitated to him. He never begged, he never pleaded, he never chased. He understood what Niccolo Machiavelli himself wrote. People value what they cannot easily have. This man made himself scarce. He gave glimpses of attention, then pulled it back. And women, they could not resist. Ask yourself this: when was the last time you pulled back your attention instead of giving it all away? When was the last time you made her wonder about you? Drop your answer below. I want to see how many men here have already tried this. The first Machiavellian move is mystery. Never reveal yourself too quickly. Most men today talk too much, text too much, overshare too much. But the man who remains partly unknown, who doesn't answer everything, who holds something back, he creates curiosity. And curiosity is the spark of seduction. Here's another story. A king once invited nobles to his castle. Among them was a woman known for rejecting every suitor. Yet she found herself drawn to the king, not because he flattered her, but because he did not chase her like the others. He made her wait. He made her earn even the smallest smile from him. And in the end, she was the one chasing him. Why? Because value increases when it's scarce. Think about it in your own life. Are you the man who's always available, always ready, always begging for her time? Or are you the man who has his own life, his own mission, his own focus, and lets her fight for a piece of it? Write in the comments, are you building a life that makes women want to enter, or are you chasing women to escape your own empty time? The second Machiavellian move is unpredictability. If she knows exactly what you'll say, exactly when you'll text, exactly how you'll react, she gets bored. But when you are unpredictable, sometimes warm, sometimes distant, sometimes playful, sometimes serious, you become unforgettable. Think about fire. Too much steady heat and it dies out. But sparks, bursts, flames that rise and fall, those keep people captivated. That's you. You are the fire. Imagine this. A man sends flowers to a woman every single day. At first, she's delighted. By the 10th day, it's routine. By the 30th, it's expected. And what is expected loses power. But another man sends nothing. Then on the 7th day, when she least expects it, he leaves a single rose at her door without a word. Which man do you think she dreams about that night? The third Machiavellian move is tension. Seduction is not about instant gratification. It's about holding back, letting desire build, letting her imagination do the work for you. Machiavelli wrote that power lies in restraint, not in giving everything away. If you want her to chase you, learn the art of giving just enough to ignite her curiosity, and then step back. Think about a fisherman. The worst fisherman throws all his bait in the water at once. The wise one gives just a little, enough for the fish to bite, and then pulls back, lets the line tighten, lets the struggle build. That's how you reel in attention, not by force, but by strategy. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like you gave too much too soon? Did it make her lose interest faster? Drop a yes or no in the comments. I want to see how many of you have learned this lesson the hard way. The fourth Machiavellian move is control of emotions. Most men explode when they're rejected. They show frustration when ignored. They beg when they feel her slipping away. But the Machiavellian man? He remains calm. He shows indifference. He becomes a puzzle. And puzzles attract attention because people cannot resist trying to solve them. Let me tell you a modern story. A man texts a woman. She leaves him on read. Most men would double text, triple text, spiral into anger. But this man does nothing. 2 days later, she's the one texting him, wondering why he didn't chase. He flipped the script. He made her curiosity do the chasing. Here's the truth. Women are wired to pursue what is not fully theirs. When you give her certainty, She relaxes. When you give her uncertainty, she invests. And people value most what they invest in. Now let me challenge you. For the next 7 days, I want you to stop chasing. Do not explain yourself. Do not beg. Do not overtext. Instead, focus on building your life, your body, your mission. Let her feel your absence. Let her wonder why you're not available. And when she reaches out, give her just enough, then pull back again. That's how the chase begins. Drop this in the comments. Will you take the 7-day no chasing challenge? Yes or no? Don't just watch, participate. The fifth Machiavellian move is power of silence. Silence is louder than begging, louder than arguing, louder than explaining. When you go silent, you plant seeds of doubt in her mind. She starts to ask, why isn't he calling? Did he lose interest? Is he with someone else? That silence creates fear of loss, and fear of loss drives pursuit. Remember the story of Odysseus? He left for war, and his silence haunted Penelope for years. Every suitor came to her door, but her mind kept returning to the one who said nothing. Silence is not absence, it's presence in her thoughts. Now I want you to reflect. Have you ever pulled away and suddenly found her chasing you harder? Share your story in the comments. It could be the lesson another man here needs. And here's where it all comes together. Mystery, unpredictability, tension, control, silence. These are not tricks. They are strategies. They shift the frame. They turn you from the pursuer into the prize. And that is the essence of Machiavellian seduction. But listen closely. This is not about manipulation. This is about discipline. It's about not giving away your power. It's about understanding psychology and playing the game smarter than the rest. By the end of this video, I want you to understand one truth. Chasing is for the weak. Being chased is for the strong. If you live by this, you'll never look at attraction the same way again. So I'll leave you with this final question. Do you want to be the man who runs after validation, or the man who builds himself into such value that women can't help but chase him? Comment below. I want to hear your answer. If this video spoke to you, if it gave you a strategy you can use today, then hit that like button right now. Subscribe to Kingcode, because here we don't play games, we master them. And make sure you turn on the bell, because every drop here is designed to sharpen your edge in life, in power, and in attraction. Remember this, seduction is not about chasing. It's about building such presence, such mystery, and such discipline that the chase becomes inevitable. That is the Machiavellian way.